everybody, what's up? It's Sarah and welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're gonna be talking about Lydia and Barry from Welcome to Plathville, and I'm just gonna come right out and say I am very uncomfortable, and I needed to come on here and talk about it. Before we jump into the video, I just wanted to remind you guys that channel memberships are coming July 1st. $4.99 is gonna get you 4 exclusive videos every month, and we're gonna do a live hangout once a month. So make sure you watch out for that starting July 1st. All right, now let's jump into the video. Let's segue into something super uncomfortable. Emotional incest. Yeah, I know. When I first heard this term, I was like, excuse me, what? But it's real, it's a thing, and it's happening in this family. So what is emotional incest? Well, according to this article in psychcentral.com, and I'll link the article in the description of this video, emotional incest, when is close too close? So they say emotional incest is not sexual. Instead, this type of unhealthy emotional interaction blurs the boundaries between adults and children in a way that is psychologically inappropriate. When a parent looks to their child for emotional support or treats them more like a partner than a child, it is considered emotional or covert incest. The outcome of this family structure often produces similar results on a lesser scale as sexual incest. I have already talked on this channel about the parentification of Lydia. Lydia took over cooking and cleaning from her older sister, Hosanna. It completely skipped Mariah because Mariah noped out of doing chores very early, and Lydia seemed to really, for the first 3 seasons of Welcome to Plathville, be the golden child of Kim and Barry, and she really has taken on that role of being like the dutiful daughter. Well, now she's kind of morphing into this role of lady of the house, and it's just completely inappropriate in my opinion. In my last video that I made on Kim, it was when I mentioned that Kim left. She had left her daughter Amber to cook dinner, and Amber was only 12 years old. And I received a couple comments stating things like, hey, I would cook when I was 12, or I have a 12-year-old that loves to cook. And I fully expect to see some comments along those same lines for this video. There is a difference though, and I have mentioned this in my last video, and I'll mention it again here in this video. Just because I am calling out what I view as problematic or inappropriate boundaries set between the parents and the children in the Plath family doesn't mean that I think because your child cooked you dinner or has chores, or if you were a support system for your parent at one point in time, I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. When you look at everything and take everything into context and the family dynamic into context, which is what we're looking at here with the Plath family, you can see that it is not appropriate and not healthy. So chores, yeah, healthy, totally acceptable. I mean, if your children sees you cry, yes, totally great. Be emotionally available. That is a healthy thing for a child. But, you know, when we're viewing this crosses the line. This is an inappropriate relationship. So let's jump back 2 episodes when Barry, you know, he had ordered the pizzas. He gathered the children around to tell them that Kim and him were officially separating. And Lydia had this to say.
Ever since Dad first told me about my parents' struggles, my dad and I just talk more, communicate more, and also just share more. These last few weeks, when I come home on my lunch break, I help them a lot on their school.
Thanks for helping out with certain curricula items that are needed.
It's just been really encouraging and amazing watching you through all this. Love and support for everyone. I'll just never be able to tell you how much I love you.
One thing that I am gonna side with Kim on here is it was absolutely shady as fuck of Barry to have this conversation with the kids without Kim's knowledge or input. I know that Kim is the one that's literally not in the house. She's literally bouncing between their other rental properties. But it should have been something that they had a conversation about and they came to a consensus to, like, this is how we're going to approach it. I mean, they didn't even necessarily need to have the conversation together, but I mean, that probably would have been the healthiest thing. But it's like they could have brainstormed together what they were going to say instead of the kids getting just fully Barry's side and then Kim looking completely taken off guard. So I will give Kim that it was not cool for Barry to do that. But in this moment, Lydia is ascending to her role as lady of the house. She is now overseeing schooling, cooking, cleaning, and now she is the emotional support for her father. She is literally doing all of the things that Kim should be doing. And this really is the difference between a child merely like doing chores or helping out with the younger siblings. It's when you take on like the bulk of a partner's role, it blurs that line and it just sets really unhealthy boundaries. Then we have this super cringy picnic date thing that Lydia and Barry went on, and it just made me super uncomfortable.
So, this whole topic with Kim and myself, it's been a big thing in the back of my mind. I'm just hearing this thought come and say, Barry, just be really patient.
Yep.
I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I'll have my moments where I just have to stop, take big breaths, and sometimes I just let the hurt run its course, and then I move on.
Yeah, I'm doing my best to try to be there for all them so they don't feel they got too much. Yeah.
So one side of me is going, she caused you pain. You could just get back at her and not sign. But then the other side is like, but is that really where you want to go?
Yeah.
Okay, I have so many thoughts on this. First, I think it's just really obvious that Barry is just not very involved with his kids. He is very awkwardly trying to connect with Lydia, and it's just coming off really weird. Another thing that I found odd is he referred to Kim as Kim and not your mom when talking to Lydia, and I just found that to be really weird. It just reminded me of a conversation between friends or colleagues, something like that. And that really is just emotional incest personified. Unloading your relationship baggage onto your children is problematic. And again, that's in my opinion. There should be healthy boundaries set that establishes the parent as the parent and the child as the child. Now, one might share more with their kids as their kids get older, as their kids have kids of their own. They might share more with their kids. I don't know what the parenting experts say on that, but this just seemed like a conversation I've had with my friends about bad breakups I've gone through. And I would never, now this, bad breakups occurred before I met my husband and had my daughter. So I would let's just say I would never have these conversations with my nieces. It's like that, I'm the aunt. Those are my nieces. It's just not an appropriate conversation to be having. And you can convey that you're sad or that you're going through a hard time without diving into all the details. And I think that's where the line is. There's a reason why they say that your children need a parent. They don't need a friend. And this isn't to say that you have to be this hard ass, not fun parent. You can absolutely be an emotionally available, fun parent that you and your kids have a great relationship. I think that is the ideal. That's the goal. But also you can have all of that and still have clear lines and clear roles where you are the parent, your child is the child. And this is really just because children need boundaries. They need to be able to be the ones that unload on you. And it really shouldn't be an equally reciprocal relationship. Tasking your child or a child with carrying your emotional baggage is just not appropriate. And I just wanted to come on here and share my opinions, you guys. So let me know what you think down in the comments. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Reality Squad, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care. Have a good one. Much love.